The people feel betrayed for too long, okay? We've been totally peaceful again. These lot are smashing things up, they're attacking. They are funded by the Labour government.
Tommy Robinson challenges KEIR STARMER and David Lammy live on air. You're not going to believe what just happened. Because while everyone was busy arguing over polls, party conferences, and the usual Westminster noise, something very different and very unexpected unfolded live on air. A moment that caught even the host off guard. A moment that caused the comment section to explode. A moment where Tommy Robinson went straight at KEIR STARMER and David Lammy, not with insults, not with personal shots, but with pointed, direct, unfiltered questions that left the entire studio tense. And trust me, the reaction was immediate. Let's break down exactly what happened. So picture this. A live broadcast, supposed to be a routine political discussion, one of those back-and-forth panels where each guest gets a few minutes to speak, the host keeps it calm, and everyone leaves with a rehearsed soundbite. Except today, nothing went according to script. The moment Tommy Robinson was brought on, you could feel the shift. The host welcomed him with that polite but worried tone presenters use when they know the conversation might get heated. And sure enough, within seconds, Robinson leaned forward and said, "Look, the public deserves straight answers. No rehearsed lines. No political dodging. Let's talk honestly." The room went silent. You could practically hear the producers in the control booth taking deep breaths. KEIR STARMER, appearing via video link, kept his composure, but his expression tightened. David Lammy, seated in the studio, straightened up like he knew this wasn't going to be a typical segment. Robinson continued, not shouting, not provoking, just pressing. He raised concerns many ordinary people discuss online every day. Questions about government priorities, community issues, public confidence, and whether certain debates are being avoided instead of addressed directly. He said something like, "People feel unheard. They feel talked at, not talked to. Why is it that when someone raises uncomfortable topics, the conversation gets shut down rather than answered?" That was the spark. Lammy jumped in almost immediately. No one is shutting anything down. But discussions have to be accurate, respectful, and based on facts, not fear. STARMER followed with a calm but firm tone, saying, "We can debate, we can disagree, but we do it with the responsibility that comes with public influence." And just like that, the temperature in the room rose. Now, here's what made this moment stand out from every other political clash you've seen lately. Robinson didn't back off. STARMER didn't shift position. Lammy didn't let anything slide. The three of them locked into a tense exchange, not chaotic, not aggressive, but sharp, focused, unfiltered. Robinson pushed for stronger responses to public frustration. STARMER defended his approach to leadership and policy. Lammy challenged the way certain narratives are shaped in the media. It wasn't a shouting match. It wasn't personal. It was something more rare in modern politics, a genuinely raw conversation that wasn't polished for the cameras. At one point Robinson said, "Look, you've got people out there who feel forgotten. Why aren't their concerns treated with the same urgency as everything else?" Lammy responded, "Those concerns are real, and they're being addressed, but addressing them doesn't mean agreeing with every framing of the issue." And that is when social media exploded. Within minutes, clips of the exchange were everywhere. A political columnist posted, "This is the most unexpectedly intense televised exchange of the month. No scripts. No filters." A radio host tweeted, "You could feel the tension in the room. Everyone looked like they were choosing every word with precision." Another viewer wrote, "This is why live broadcasts matter. No editing, no PR team stepping in, no smoothing over." Some viewers praised Robinson for speaking bluntly. Others applauded STARMER and Lammy for staying calm and not getting dragged into a dramatic confrontation. But one comment summed it up perfectly. "This is the conversation people have been waiting to hear, uncomfortable but necessary." Now, what made this particular moment so significant? First, it forced all three men to confront questions the public often feel are ignored. Robinson amplified frustration. Lammy pushed back on how issues are framed. STARMER defended his leadership strategy. Second, it showed a widening gap between political messaging and public sentiment. People aren't interested in polished talking points anymore. They want authenticity, even if it's messy, even if it's tense. Third, it revealed how fragile public trust is right now. Every word matters. Every tone shift is analyzed. Every reaction becomes a headline in seconds. This wasn't just an argument. It was a window into the political mood across the UK. But here's the part that really matters, the part everyone is asking right now. What happens next? Will this exchange spark a broader conversation about representation and public frustration? Will political leaders adjust how they communicate with the public? Will Robinson's questions push certain topics into mainstream debate? Or will this moment simply be clipped, shared, argued over for 48 hours, and then forgotten? Because if today proved anything, it's that people are desperate for leaders who will truly engage with the concerns they raise. No scripts, no filters, no carefully rehearsed lines. Just honesty, even when it's uncomfortable. So the real question is, if this was just the beginning, how much deeper does the conversation go? And if this small moment caused a shake, what comes next might be the real turning point.